Okay, everybody. Roz is here. All right. Hi, you guys. I'm Rosalind. And this is a video to let you know, in case you care, that I have decided as of today, March 31st, 2023, that I'm hanging it up. I will no longer be a Paparazzi Accessories consultant. Okay. So I am pulling the plug. After 4 years, I made 4 years as a paparazzi consultant on May the 10th of this month. And it was kind of a hard decision to make because I don't want to feel like a quitter. And I feel like it's just time. Actually, I have stayed longer, than I had actually planned to. When I first became a consultant, I said that, let me back up a little bit. So for those of you who do not know me, I became a paparazzi consultant May the 10th, 4 years ago. So do the math for me. Do the math. I think it was 2019. I got introduced to paparazzi by being invited to a party. And when I saw the jewelry was beautiful. Still is beautiful jewelry. And then it was the price that really got me. You can buy beautiful costume jewelry for only $5. And all the necklaces come with a free pair of matching earrings. I mean, everything is $5 except the Z collection. So they had rings, bracelets, earrings by themselves, and then of course the necklace with the matching earrings. And there was also children's bracelets and different things like that. And I have purchased some of the children's bracelets for my granddaughter. And they also had men's jewelry, rings, bracelets, and necklaces for men. Okay, and now they currently have hair ornaments and barrettes and different things like that for your hair. So I was impressed by how nice the jewelry looked for the price. And at the time, I was injured at my job. I had gotten injured at my job, so I was not able to work. So, and it eventually led to me having to resign from my job as a school bus driver because I couldn't operate the bus safely. And I was not going to put other people's children in jeopardy just so I can keep my job. So, and that was a hard decision. So I was on workman's comp for a couple of years. And of course, that does not pay your normal pay. So to supplement my income, since I was not working, and the jewelry was so beautiful, and I was getting so many compliments on the jewelry. As you can see, I'm still wearing the jewelry. I paid for it, so I'm going to wear it, right? So I said, well, darn. maybe I should try this. I have tried selling for Mary Kay, and I thought that I would never, never try to be a salesperson. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I just didn't like the whole idea of it. But for this jewelry, the jewelry is so pretty. It pretty much seems like it would sell. It could sell itself. In that very first year, I did make a couple of sales. I did, and I did everything. I went live on Facebook. That's where I started. I started going live on Facebook, showing my jewelry, and I purchased different items to help support my business. The numbers and the little just signs and different things so I could advertise my business and under my name that I made up for myself as Rozlovesbling. And I even made up a little rap jingle for my business. I tried different things. I tried adding music so it can have kind of kind of set the mood. Okay. When I finally found a place where I could play music without getting in trouble. So I tried to offer, I could turn this off now, trying to play some music. And let's see, and I was always kind of like self-conscious because when I first started off, I didn't have that much jewelry. I bought like the $99 starter kit that comes with I can't remember how much, maybe 30 pieces of jewelry. I might be off, but some jewelry for you to start off selling. And it's like a mystery box. You really don't know exactly what you're going to get. So I'm sure everybody's box was different. And then I did the unboxing to make it all exciting. And then and then my family, when they were available, they tried to support me. My husband would go with me to vendor events, and I purchased a pink tent, and I purchased tables so that I can, and I also purchased the jewelry bus so that I could display my jewelry and just the tablecloths. So, and this is just money out of my pocket that I spent to invest in my business. So that's what I did. I went to vendor events. I went on sunny days. I would just go I went to Lake Merritt a couple of times and set up my table with my jewelry. I did a garage sale one time. Like, it was like a community garage sale that they would do once a year. And my sister-in-law invited me to bring jewelry to sell. Okay. And so I brought my jewelry. And I even went to, I was part of a team. And so we would have meetings and training so we can just get more motivation and tools to help us, stay motivated and different things like that. I did all of that. I never went to any of their events. Not the big events, the annual big events where you have to pay to buy for your ticket. I just didn't have that kind of money because I wasn't really making that much money. So But I did, when when there was trainings and different things locally. I went a couple of times to some trainings in Stockton. Met some of the ladies that were part of my team that I had been watching on Facebook but had not met them. So it was really nice. And sorry, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. So I did all of that. Our leader would have us, she would have us do challenges, you know, but it seemed like the challenges were who could buy the most jewelry, So it's pretty much, it seems like paparazzi makes their money off of the consultants versus customers. It's money off of all the consultants purchasing the money, um, in the hopes of reselling that jewelry back. So it was like, it's just all about the hustle, the hustle, the hustle. And I just got tired of it, frankly. Um, I really feel like I spent more money than I actually made. So when we're supposed to try to recruit other people to be on our team, but I said it a couple of times. If you're interested in knowing more about how to become a consultant, message me and I'll tell you what I know. So, but I was just never led to really promote that and to really push to try to get people to join paparazzi and be part of the team. And that was because I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like I was getting the results that I really wanted. Like I was spending more than, like I just keep saying, I spent more money than I actually got back. Okay. And there's, and the teammates, and the other consultants, or whatever you call them, they're they would like kind of try to get you to hustle, and if you buy this many, such and such, then you can get this prize or this prize, or you can level up. And it's like, all right, so now I have all this jewelry that it's not that I can't sell. Okay. And I feel like I've tried everything. I've even tried, during the holidays, um, gift wrapping the jewelry so that I you don't have to do all the work of making it look nice and ready as a gift. So I spent my own money doing that, and me and my husband would sit together and try to package the jewelry and make it attractive and nice and gift ready. And that didn't work out so well. It didn't sell. No matter what I did, that didn't sell. And um, then I went from Facebook to going on YouTube and trying to do both to kind of broaden. And then I went to making my Facebook public and adding everybody. Anybody who made a request or was a suggest, I added them. So at this point I had over 4,000 something friends on Facebook. Okay. At first I was more consistent going live on Thursdays. Who's texting me? On Thursday nights, that's usually that's the night that the consultants go live. And so, and I was going live on Thursdays. I was going live on Thursdays, and I would have my jewelry all propped up. I would buy stickers and give each item an item number and just all this stuff I tried to come up with. I tried to have um, a little bit more consistency is as to what I did in the video. Like I started out with some music, a particular song that hypes everybody up to get on, and then we go into the live and I start showing the jewelry and I start talking and all that stuff. And I've taken all the suggestions that were given to me as part of the team, like blessing somebody with a free piece of jewelry, or going out passing out my card, my business card. I went and had business cards made, and was passing my business cards out. I even was giving away jewelry with my card, and so and none of that really worked for me. None of it really worked. And I'm not saying I never sold like one piece of jewelry. Like in the beginning, I sold a lot more in the beginning before pandemic. And I had some faithful people, some co-workers that would buy from me. And every time I had an order of jewelry that I ordered to come in, they wanted first dibs on the jewelry. So I would always let them know, hey, I'm ordering a package. I have some jewelry coming tomorrow. If you have time, I'd love to let you look at it first. And, and I really appreciate everybody who supported me and tried to help me and support me. And I did do some parties, and and then sometimes at my job I would bring jewelry there, even though I was off work. I would bring jewelry, at around lunchtime or whatever, and everybody would come around my car, and I have it all set up in my trunk or whatever, pop that trunk open, and everybody, come around, they hurtled around. Everybody got their pieces picked out and stuff like that. And I try to model my own jewelry, taking pictures. As you can see, I have a lot of selfies on there. Of me wearing the jewelry, and I've even tried to make like little commercials and little advertisements and different things like that, So and then when pandemic hit, that took away doing home parties and going to my job and stuff, because everything was like shut down, and I was still going live. I think I I was I think that there were a couple of months that went by that I didn't do anything. And then I eventually started back up and started going live again. And then, I would try to have these cute little props, like my little Christmas tree. I had my little crown, you remember my crown. I had a paparazzi cap, baseball cap, t-shirts, hoodies, all of that stuff. And I even tried to have game night, where we play games or just different challenges, like bring a friend and you could win something. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. But so I'm not saying that. So I'm trying to change my thinking as far as me feeling like I'm giving up and like I should be ashamed or anything, because I know that I have tried. I have tried everything I could think of. And as time went on, now are there some things that I felt like I could have done better? Yes. Yes. Consistency was always an issue with me, because my schedule and my time is just my life is just kind of all over the place. I was having health issues, personal, family issues going on, COVID, um, and all of that. And there were times where I even tried to do like little short videos, like at noon, that I would come on for maybe 12 minutes or something like that and show the jewelry fast and stuff like that. So it seems like the longer I was in business, the less money I made. And I had got to where I was putting in a lot of time and my own money into this company and getting pennies in return. And so even though I like being able to have a flexible schedule, and the jewelry was affordable and beautiful, it's just in the end, I just felt like I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it. And I wrote down some pros and cons. The pros, I pretty much said that, you know, that they make some beautiful jewelry. They do. The jewelry is gorgeous. And in a variety of styles. So, and the jewelry is affordable, flexible schedule, like I just said. But the cons were I was trading my time and money and only making pennies. Like vendor events, one vendor event I went to, it was at an annual stroll event. I get up early, I'm packing all my jewelry and my tent and my tables, and which was a lot of work, packing that stuff, taking it to my car, loading it in my car, and then setting up my tent, setting it up. And then also, a lot of vendor events, you have to pay for your spot. And the most I've ever paid is like $100 for a vendor event. And I only made what I spent for the event, you know? And it's like, what's going on? People love to stop by and say the jewelry is pretty, but then I get the feeling that some people don't want costume jewelry. They want real gold and real silver. And I've had some little snooty remarks from people also, about the jewelry. So that's why I had started saying, hey, it doesn't have to be expensive for you to enjoy it. That's what I started saying. Plus, in times like this, the way the economy is, who can afford to buy expensive real jewelry? You know what I'm saying? If anything, people probably going to the pawn shop with that stuff. So, um, another con was just having to hustle and just being hustled. Also, me trying to hustle to try to get y'all to buy the jewelry, and then me being hustled by paparazzi and team team leaders to buy more jewelry. So I'm buying jewelry. So it finally got to where I said, okay, I'm gonna slow down buying jewelry. And it slowed down to finally I said that I'm not buying any more jewelry right now at all. I'm gonna stop. I'm not even gonna go and look on the website, even though I know new releases drop Monday through Friday. But it's just the temptation. You get on there and you know they're gonna have something that you want to something that you want to order that you're gonna go, ooh, 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 that's pretty, ooh, that's pretty, you know. And then it's the whole thing, like I would tell you guys, like if you do not hurry up and secure your cart, that used to make me so angry. That you're competing with other consultants to get that jewelry, you know. And if somebody else checks out before you do, it's just over with. That used to really irk me. So it's more like we're competing against each other. It's like, how many of us are really selling that jewelry? How many consultants are there out there that have a house full of jewelry that still won't sell, no matter how good it looks? You know, now I have a big box of jewelry that's my jewelry, you know, that I wear for myself because I wear the jewelry too. But I had to have exercise self control because, you know, just like anything, you can't be using your own, you can't be buying the jewelry and then taking your own product for yourself. It's meant for you to sell it, right? So, um, so anyway, and then and then the biggest thing is I had been hearing off and on rumors that the jewelry was not really lead and nickel free, and I was concerned about that because I say that in almost every video. So when I heard about that and heard about somebody, I googled it and it was somebody saying that they were suing Paparazzi Accessories for not being honest and truthful about whether the jewelry was lead or nickel free. And I'm like, oh, y'all better don't play with me because I got a house full of this jewelry. I wear the jewelry. My daughters wear the jewelry. My granddaughter wears the jewelry. Okay. I have friends, family, church members that I have sold jewelry to. Please tell me it's not true. So I messaged my team leader about it, and she seemed puzzled. She seemed puzzled that like she hadn't heard that. And then she said she would get back to me on it, and I guess she went to the main leader of our team, and then she got back to me, and um as far as they were concerned, it wasn't true. And then I had Paparazzi had sent not just me, but sent out an email saying that the jewelry was tested by a third party and that it was deemed to be safe. So, and if you guys remember, I did a video about that and actually read some of that letter. So then I went back to saying it's lead and nickel free. So, but then now that whole thing is coming back up again about it not being lead and nickel free and about it being toxic. And I'm like, okay, that's a deal breaker for me. Because now here we are back to that again. And I'm like, the question about the whether it's toxic or not is still like, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe anymore. And I cannot represent a company that I don't know if I can trust them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know they're probably going to say ugly things about me. I don't care. I'm telling you right now how I feel and my reasons. Now, there might be consultants out there who still want to sell the jewelry and they don't believe that it's toxic, or either they don't care if it is or not. They just bought all this jewelry, doggone it, they're going to sell this jewelry and act like they didn't hear it, or they don't believe it, or whatever. That's them. That's you. You go right ahead. Okay. And if there's people who don't care about whether it's toxic or not, and they want to buy the jewelry anyway, you go right ahead. That's you. You live your life. But for me, I can't. The same way I said that I wasn't too keen on trying to get other people, oh, yeah, girl, you need to join. You get this and you get that and you get this. Ooh, girl, because I I don't want to be part of a scam. Not calling it a scam, but I feel like I would be scamming people. I had somebody ask me one time, a couple of years back, so do you make money selling that jewelry? This is somebody from my church asked me that. I was thinking about selling paparazzi. Do you really make money? And I said that, well, it just depends on you. Like, it just depends. Some people are successful and some people are not. It's just the way it is. So I can't really tell somebody to join or to not join. So I just would rather not say it. It's like, you know what? That's why I've always have tried to present that if you are interested in selling the jewelry or becoming a consultant, message me and I'll tell you all about it. And that's the truth. So, but when I found out about, so now I'm like, since this whole thing about the jewelry being toxic is coming back up again, and there are like class action or lawsuits, like in New York, people, there's a lawsuit against paparazzi in the state of New York that I read about, and on the Better Business Bureau website, I read some of the complaints on there, and most of those complaints were from consultants. Okay, not customers, consultants. So I'm like, okay. Now, the possibility of this jewelry being toxic was not the only deciding factor in why I am pulling the plug on Paparazzi Accessories. That's not the only, whether the jewelry is toxic or not toxic. It was time to pull the plug anyway. It just wasn't worth the time and the money I was putting into it. Okay. And that's my honest reason for saying it's over. It's all over. So, if anyone have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to this right now unless you want to, because this is pretty much, I'm going to I will no longer be posting under Rozlovesbling anymore. And I will no longer be selling paparazzi accessories or talking about paparazzi accessories. This is the last video. Okay. Now, the only reason I would say anything else about paparazzi is if I found out some information that was true as far as it being toxic. But, that's like if I feel the need to say something about it. But I feel like, and it's alleged that is why they pulled the children's jewelry off the website, is because it was shown to be toxic. And you know how kids are, they could put things in their mouths. But I was offended by that. I was like, wait a minute. So you pull jewelry off of the website, but you didn't warn your consultants. Nobody told me anything. I wasn't told one thing. And my husband noticed that on the website, it no longer said lead and nickel free. And I'm like, what is this all about? So you trying to save your behind, but you still trying to promote this business through your consultants that are being gullible and continuously buying the jewelry. Like, we weren't told. Nobody cared about us. And if the children's jewelry was toxic, I expected for them to tell all consultants to immediately cease selling the children's jewelry or any jewelry that was shown to have toxic levels in it, for our safety, for the safety of the people that we would try to sell it to. And that was a big turn off for me. A big turn off for me. Okay. It's like, how dare you? I hope and pray it's not true that people would actually put other people's lives and health in danger just so they can make some money. I mean, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. So I said way more than I expected to. I'm 39 minutes in. So however, I will no longer be a consultant as of today. I will no longer be a paparazzi jewelry consultant. So if you see me on YouTube, I'll be on YouTube promoting Rambling Roz and rambling about, things that are on my heart and mind to talk about, including speaking about God's word and different things like that. But other than that, um, this is it for me in paparazzi for now. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all this jewelry. I don't know. I don't know. But I know I heard that there is a buyback program. I never heard of it. But then I was like, oh, okay. But you send all your jewelry in that you didn't sell, and they'll let you know if they're going to give you anything back for it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I, I don't, I heard some people say I didn't get what I paid for it, but something's better than nothing, and I got it out of my house. I'm like, okay, that's true. But then on the other hand, somebody else said, I'm not saying no names, that there's no guarantee they're going to give you a darn dime. You just giving it back to them. I was like, okay, so again, a trust issue here. So I'll be praying about this, and I pray for Paparazzi and all their consultants and employees that this gets straightened out, that this get cleared up. We need to know officially. Well, I'm not a consultant, so there's no more we. Okay. But it needs to be disclosed. Is the stuff toxic or not? Okay. It can't, and to tell you the truth, I'm allergic to nickel. And I have noticed, I just kind of brushed it off and ignored it. But I had noticed a couple of times that my neck was itching after wearing the jewelry. And I have sensitive skin anyway. So sometimes certain hair products, if I put it in my hair, it's just going to make me itch. Wherever my hair falls, it's going to make me itch. So I have to be careful what I put up next to my skin, including nickel jewelry. So I'm like, nah, it's nickel free. I know it's not. Like, it's a part of you, you just don't want to believe it. I just did not want to believe it. Because I was like, I know you ain't telling me I bought all this jewelry that's toxic and I can't sell it. I can't sell it. I can't send it back to get a partial refund. It's just money wasted. It's just money gone. And I don't have money to waste. Okay. Right now, I'm in school. I'm a student now. I had to resign from my job. This was supposed to kind of supplement my income. But I ended up spending my income. So if you cannot afford it, I wouldn't recommend you do it. If you can gamble with your money like that and you feel like, hey, I know I can sell this jewelry, and I'm an excellent salesperson and this and that, I'm like, that's you. Go right ahead. But I know I have said enough, and I know Paparazzi is going to be outraged at what I say, and they may talk bad about me. They may tell lies on me, this, that, and the other. I know they probably as of right now already locking me out of the website. Let me go on here and hold on. Uh-huh. Get back to what was I supposed to do? Oh, if I'm not locked out already, I'm going here. It's like, you know how it is when you catch somebody like in a lie, you have the tendency to like not pretty much not trust anymore, you know. uh, let's see here. um yeah, so, and I'm not blaming anybody. I chose to do this myself. I chose to sign up for this to be a consultant. It was my own decision. And so I if I got tricked, it's on me, you know, shame. Um sorry, I'm in the account right now. I want to remove some information of mine. Like I'm probably being locked out as we speak. What is wrong? Why is my I'm not getting no signal? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this while y'all are here. But um, the and then or another good thing that I about it was the fact that um, you get a free website that's set up for you, you know. So, but I think I'm done. But you can still subscribe to my channel. I just won't be selling paparazzi accessories anymore. So, and over the course of the next couple of days, I will be officially taking down um, anything that I displayed on social media that had to do with paparazzi accessories. I will be officially deleting all of that. Okay, so if you still want to buy Paparazzi accessories, you're going to have to find another consultant at this point. Um, and I have to find out a little bit more, figure out what I'm going to do with this jewelry. Because at this point, yeah, at this point, it is just over now. Am I going to still wear the jewelry? I will not be purchasing any more jewelry, especially as a consultant. But the jewelry I bought, but that I have, I like it, I'm wearing it because I paid for it. So, and there's so many things that are toxic around us that we don't know about it. Like, who knows what's toxic that you're buying? If you're buying jewelry lists in other stores, I'm not gonna name no names, but what other stores where you can buy jewelry that's cheap, you don't know what's in that jewelry. And in fact, it's a lot of things that you're always finding out that there's something is being recalled. Oh, my husband said something about um if you skillets or skillets that are non-stick skillets are now um been deemed unsafe because of something toxic in it. And I was like, all my doggone skillets and pots and pans are non-stick. It's like it's always something, that you find out later is toxic. Radiation from the cell phones, and I wouldn't be surprised if this laptop, the radiation, you staring at it, smart smart TVs and all that stuff. Like, the thing about it is, this world is passing away. The planet is sick, the people are sick, we're imperfect, and this whole world is headed downhill in the first place. So, but that's still not a good enough reason for me to sell jewelry if I think it's toxic. Okay, we could at least be honest and have a disclaimer. If you've gone in different stores or going different places, you may see a sign that says that a warning letting you know that you may be exposed to chemicals that have been known to cause birth defects and cancer. It's everywhere, people. Do that stop people from going certain places and using certain items and eating certain foods? And nope, it don't. So I'm gonna wear my jewelry. I've been wearing it all this time. I'm gonna wear my jewelry. I just won't. I just don't really plan on buying anymore. So let me know your thoughts. Please keep them respectful. Keep them respectful. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I'm signing off. And yep. See you guys later. Bye.